Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Exploring DC, where we take a piece of DC and explore with you. I'm your host, Josh. With us, we are starting the Summer of Supergirl series this week with
Woo!
Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, an animated movie from 2010. We're going to do a few Supergirl things. We're going to do this one. We're going to do the old 1980s movie, season one of Supergirl, the comic, and then finally the movie. So you're going to have a packed month. But with me are my co hosts, Luis
What's up, guys?
and Jalen.
What's good, everyone?
Jackson got scared of starting Summer of Supergirl and unfortunately might need a week to adjust to this thing. How are you guys feeling about our new series? We did Superman last summer and we're back at it.
I'm excited. I was not here for Superman. I was still
No, you
not.
weren't, man.
I started right after Superman. Well, actually, I was in one episode. I was in the pitch. Was that what it was called? Blind pitch. I don't remember.
Oh, the where we pulled our like the ones we wanted.
Yes, that's what I mean. Draft. Superman draft. There we
Drafting.
go.
Yeah. That was really fun.
Yeah, that was
I really liked that
my.
episode.
I think that was my first episode with you guys, or second. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Jalen, Superman went pretty good, I thought. We watched a few bad movies and a few great movies, and
Mhm.
it was cool to go through like the history of like it was very movie focused though. This one's gonna be all over the place.
Yeah, we got the 1984 Supergirl movie, which is universally known to be terrible. I've never seen it, so I'm excited to
Yeah.
maybe have a good laugh. And
Mm-hmm.
then we got the show, season one of the show, which I've heard was pretty okay. I mean, which even from what I remember is pretty okay. And then we got the comic, and then finally the actual movie itself, which I can't lie, the little TV spots they've been showing have been kind of getting me a little bit more excited because the action actually looks way better than Superman's.
You know, honestly, what's been getting me into it is all the tie-in stuff finally coming out because there was just no merchandise or marketing that I really saw up until this past week or so. The fact that they're doing all these weird like they're doing a KFC collab and a Cold Stone and Ulta, and I saw that they had this contest to send people to space camp, and of course I signed up for it because one of us will go to space camp, one of us will win,
Hey, you
and
got that,
and
bro.
that'll be for the pod. I'll write it off as a tax write off or some shit, dude. But nah, dude, I'm getting hyped, man. I'm trying to nab I'm gonna nab one of those McFarlane figures, for Lobo or Supergirl.
Hmm.
Because Marvel has those Marvel Legends, but DC all we get stuck with are these McFarlane, which are fine. But I needed to bring that up because guys, look at this. I went to the clearance section of Walmart. I got Mr. Terrific,
Dope.
That's
so cool,
sick.
$9,
Damn.
and Batman here, 11.
Hell
I got
yeah.
two pretty decent figs for $20, man. That Mr. Terrific retail price was $35.
Do you think that might be like the a little bit of inspo for the suit that they're gonna try to go with in the DCU, like the Batman suit was?
I think so. The more I see, especially because we've been playing Lego Batman, which we will talk about later, everyone.
Yeah.
They have a lot of like blue modifiers in that game that you can change the suits to
Mhm.
blue. Oh, it looks so clean. It
Eh,
looks so clean.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna do old Batman with the family, like if that's the route we're gonna do, I think they should do Pattinson, but whatever. If they're gonna do the new old Batman route, like do the blue suit, man, because that's something that's never been explored.
Yeah.
Whoa,
It also, if you're gonna,
trying.
as much as I hate the fact that it's not Pattinson, if you're gonna have both Batman at the same time, you need to really differentiate them. So to have one in the blue suit next to Corn Sweat, like that fits. Like that's the universe you do the blue suit in. And if anything, I think the one that might actually be serve us a lot of inspiration is the current Matt Fraction run of Batman with that blue suit. I think they've done a great job with how that one looks in the artwork.
Yeah, I love what they've been doing with I'm trying to think of the artist that like I just love his work recently.
Hmm.
That he did Batman. He did one of the Batman runs, but not the newest one. This is not I'm not prepared, man. To like name off my top of my head. But Yeah, I am. I need that. I need the. Do we want the trunks though, or no trunks on that one?
No, it might work. I would do.
Oh,
I would put it in like a flashback, like to his first ever suit. Have it maybe for like a sec, but like other than that, no.
because this one doesn't, and I think this looks.
Like that
That's like
looks
exactly.
perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
it's
get rid of
perfect.
this yellow over the emblem
I
though. I
kind of
don't
I
know.
like
would
it.
I would keep the
I
yellow.
kind
Yeah,
of like
personally, I
it.
would keep the yellow.
You like that yellow? I don't know.
I do
I always
think
debate about what I want with the emblem.
it looked better on black suits, but on the blue suit, I also like the yellow.
Okay. Okay. Superman, Batman, Apocalypse. Oh, before I wanted to ask if you guys had anything interesting the past week they wanted to bring up.
Ooh. Oh, actually, I bought some stuff today. That I wanted to show off. So I've been really getting into. I have one over here. I need to check if there's DC ones, but there's this brand called Blockies that just started appearing out of nowhere. That I barely knew anything
Oh yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. The like bootleg Legos, right?
Yeah, but I actually really like them because they're like classic like model kits where you have to like snap off the pieces and build them up. And so I this one I have for a while, Wolverine from Death and Wolverine, which I love
Okay.
how this one looks. And then today I got, which I haven't built, I got Optimus Prime from Transformers 1. I almost dropped it. And then uh, Darth Vader, which I'm
How do
excited.
you feel like the quality of those are?
It's
I've
actually,
been looking at it, man.
it's really good. Like I'm actually like
Okay.
very surprised how good it is. They're very cheap, but they're worth the. They're like really. I'm surprised they're not more expensive, honestly.
They kind of just showed up out of nowhere, like you said. It's just I
Yeah.
saw some of the like the Thor and the Captain America ones, and I'm like, what are these?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very interesting one. Okay, all right, man. I hopefully they do some DC ones. I think I saw that they did a Corn Sweat Superman one.
I think that's their first one. Yeah. I don't think their figures look very good if they're not wearing masks. Like the actual like regular human faces, I think they're too animated. Like I don't like how Thor
Okay,
looks.
okay, gotcha. But the mask ones look pretty
Oh
solid.
yeah, so when they do a Batman, I'm buying that immediately.
There you go. There you go. Superman Batman Apocalypse came out September 28th, 2010. Synopsis here: Batman discovers a mysterious teenage girl of superhuman powers and a connection to Superman. When the girl comes to the attention of Darkseid, the evil overlord of Apocalypse, events take a decidedly dangerous turn. Director here, Lauren Montgomery, who did that Wonder Woman movie that me and Jalen did a whole podcast episode for that never got released. That feels like the lost media of this pod, man.
We're gonna have to redo it at some point whenever we roll around to a Wonder Woman month or whatever the fuck
I think
happens.
so. I
Yeah.
think so, man. Yeah, that one still makes me mad because we actually it was a pretty solid ep, and then just
It was a great app.
all the audio was fucked, and so
It
it's fine.
reminds me of one that me and Luis did too. That always happens for some
Don't
reason.
remind me of
Me,
I
that.
know.
Luis and I filmed an hour and 40. No. It was a long
It was
ass
two
episode. It
hours
might have been
record. It was a 2 hour
it
recording.
was like 2 hours and 40 minute podcast episode on just phase five of the MCU, or was it phase four? Was it phase five?
It was 5 and 6.
It was five and six. And that's not a lot of projects. And then like we film it, it goes great. It's conversation is smooth. There's no pauses. It's good. And then he calls me. He's like, "Hey brother, this audio is fucked."
No, it's
It
not
sucks
fucked. It
because
just didn't record at all. It only recorded the PowerPoint we had that we kept flipping through.
bro,
Yeah, it was rough.
I don't like it. Sucks because you guys are into to filmmaking, and like when you make film or like even making YouTube, you're filming in chunks, and so like if something's corrupted, it's usually just like a part of the thing. And it could be a pivotal part, but like a podcast, you're recording for multiple hours, and then it's just like, oh,
Well,
time out.
shit.
Fuck you, fuck you. And it's also unscripted, so you're like completely off the cuff, and it's like, oh, I can't get that back. Whatever. Yeah, she also did the two Green Lantern movies before the most recent Tomorrowverse one. So that was
I'm
like
so
First
excited to
Flight
watch
and
those with you guys
Emerald
soon.
Knights. She did Batman Year One, and then she also directed that Avatar Aang movie that's coming out this year that got leaked.
Oh, for real?
Oh, that's her. Good for
Yeah,
her.
Oh, that's
I
sick. Good
know.
for her.
Damn.
I know. I am excited to see that properly come out. Such a shame that whole situation, man.
Yeah, it's
I
that.
hope it, I hope it wins Best Animated Feature. I hope. All
Well,
the
There's
trolling.
it
there's
can't.
no
It can't. It's
shot.
not coming to theaters anymore. Because
Wait. That's
because the movie got moved to Paramount Plus, and then in rebellion of it getting moved, that's why they leaked it. Even though all they did was fuck them, because now it literally just can't go to theaters. There's no point.
that's fucked.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, it sucks because Paramount and WB both have pretty solid animation teams, and their overlords are
Hmm.
just in a competition of who can fuck them over the most. But it's
Yeah.
writer here, Tab Murphy. His credentials, dude. He also worked on Batman Year One, but like he wrote the scripts for Tarzan, Brother Bear, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Atlantis: The Lost Empire. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, so this guy was in not Prime Disney, but like right after Prime Disney, and he moved on to do like a couple of DC animated movies towards the end of kind of what he was, because he doesn't have a lot of modern credits.
Huh.
Just what a
Well,
strange
I guess it's
transition.
because that era of Disney's like the post Renaissance when like they were like going kind of downhill. Well, not in quality, but
Right.
in box office, they were going
Right.
down. Even though a lot of those movies are actually really good. I love Atlantis. So I'm guessing that had already set him back on what he could go for. And then to get the opportunity to go to DC, even if it is for the TV movies, like who would not take that if your career is going that way?
Yeah, I think the one thing though is just that those scripts were, I believe, mostly like original. Obviously, they have some inspiration from stuff, but this is like, as we'll talk about, pretty directly pulled from like the Superman Batman comic
Mm-hmm.
that it's inspired by, and I feel like that's such a letdown to write, especially when you're writing like Brother Bear rocks, man. Shout out Brother Bear,
I haven't
good
seen it
movie,
in some time.
dude. That's a throwback, man. Craziest one here. I talk about composers usually for Jackson. John Paisano, who did Daredevil, The Defenders, and the Insomniac Spider-Man games.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Doing the
Damn.
music here, couldn't tell you a single note of anything going on. Man.
Actually, I can because not because I liked it in the movie, but because Injustice 2 then used it in their game. And it's
Are you for
when
real?
yes, when Supergirl crash lands, there's this note that plays, and I was like, wait, why do I recognize this? And I got PTSD to like my when I played tournaments, like war flashbacks of playing tournaments in Injustice 2. And I was like, I
Right.
know that's the music that plays every time you start up the game. I'm like, it drove me nuts while watching because they kept reusing it.
Bro. It's this like triggered something, dude. Winter Soldier style,
Yes.
dude. I love his work on Daredevil and Spider Man. It's like fabulous. I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
like couldn't tell you a single note, man. Besides Luis's war flashback, apparently. And then cast here is the DCAU All Stars, man. It's Tim Daly, it's Kevin Conroy, it's Susan Eisenberg as Wonder Woman, and then a couple new ones. Summer Glau is Supergirl. I recognized that name, and I was like, where did I recognize that from? She was the. You guys watched Arrow season 2 with Deathstroke. She's like the lady Deathstroke in that season. I think she's
Oh, she's
Slade's
basically
assistant.
Ravager, right?
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's Ravager before they actually did Ravager. Yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, so I just remember that name, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" And then I looked
interesting.
up her Arrow name, and I'm like, "I don't recognize that name at all." So I googled it, and I just saw the Lady Deathstroke pictures, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah." But that I didn't even remember how I remembered that name because that was a long time ago for me to be knowing those names. Andre Brower plays Darkseid. He was the police chief in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he passed away a few years ago.
Oh my god, that was him.
Yeah, but
Damn.
I actually really like his Darkseid.
Yeah, he's an
I think
incredible
it's I think it's
talent,
hard.
man. He never got the recognition he
I know.
deserved. I'm sad that he's
I
passed.
absolutely agree. What a voice, dude. And then the final one I wanted to bring up, Ed Asner does Granny Goodness here. He's the voice of Carl in Up. And I clocked it was a dude playing Granny Goodness very quickly.
Oh yeah.
And
For
like
some reason, dudes
he
always
killed
have
it.
Granny Goodness, except for
It's
in live action. But
it's the funniest joke every time, man. I love it.
Except the one time that it was a stand-in for a CGI double in Sex Actress.
And then a few bullet points here. It's a standalone sequel to Batman Superman Public Enemies. You guys seen that movie?
Yes,
I have. I love that movie.
Okay.
love it too.
Okay. So do I. So I was actually because I looked up if this was streaming anywhere, and it said rental, and I'm like, oh boy, I don't want to shell out the $4. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have this movie, like I can watch it, and it's cause I had freaking the Public Enemies one that came in this like box set. What's cool about these though is that there's the movie in the back of the book, and so I thought I was all, I was all ready to just pull it off the shelf and watch it, and then I was like, shit, this is the wrong one, and it made me watching this whole movie wish that I was watching that one instead because that's a better story, like easily.
Mm.
But yeah, this is based on the Superman Batman storyline, the Supergirl from Krypton, that came out around 2003, and it was written by Jeff Loeb, famous head of Marvel TV, and did a bunch of books that we've already talked about. And it had about 8 million in domestic video sales, so I guess mildly successful with a solid 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
This is Jesus.
It should not be that
Yeah.
low.
Yeah, you're about to say it's not that bad.
Luis, let me kick it off to you, man. Like, when do you remember seeing this for the first time, or is this just kind of one that's been around for you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've said it before. I didn't grow up on the animated shows for DC. I grew up on the movies mostly. So like this, Gods and Monsters, which I know you guys covered a couple weeks back, the original as well as the DC AMU. Like this is what I grew up on with DC. So funny enough, anytime I watch the first one, I remember
Yeah.
this one more, but only the ending. So it always confused me. Anytime I watched the first one, it was like, "Where's Supergirl?" Because for some reason I've always had them mixed up in my head. But it was interesting rewatching it because I definitely did not remember most of the movie. I remembered the stuff in the Mascara. I remembered how Apocalypse had to do with the movie and Doomsday and the Doomsdays, I guess. But everything else was just brand new to me, and I actually enjoyed it for what it was. It's definitely not. It didn't age as well as I was hoping for, but it definitely still holds up though. Still holds up.
Yeah. Jalen, how about you, man?
Yeah, so I realized while watching, because I watched it like a couple hours ago, and I realized while watching that I had never seen this movie all the way through.
Mm.
Yeah.
Every single time that I had tried to watch it over the years, I had fallen asleep. And I don't know if it was because I was bored, because I mean, this movie isn't terribly boring. Um, maybe when I was younger, I thought it was boring, but
Yeah.
I realized that I had always for some reason saw up until the Doomsday fight in Themyscira. I had never seen past that, and of course, like
Okay.
the famous fight scene at the very end at the Kent farm. I've seen that clips thrown on that, and of course, it's a meme. Darkseid holding Superman's cape.
Yeah, yeah, I
Is
recognize that.
legitimately a meme.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I've seen that, but I had realized that I had never seen this movie all the way through. Um, so it was definitely an interesting experience, and I also found out today too that it was a sequel to Public Enemies, which I fucking adore. Like I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good book too. I read that, the Public Enemies one.
It is a great book. It's a
Yeah.
phenomenal book.
Um, I don't remember much about like when the first time I seen this, but I do remember that I have seen it. I always remember being confused by it. I think partly because of the Supergirl show, and like this is such a different origin, while still kind of having the same elements, that I was confused about the whole apocalypse stuff and all of that. I might play devil's advocate here, and I don't think I enjoyed this a lot, and I don't even think I enjoyed it back then, man. And I think the big thing that I don't like is Supergirl in this. I think this is like not
Interesting.
not a great representation of the character, man. And I'm gonna kick that off. Luis, how do you feel? We're doing Supergirl here. This is, it captures a lot of the Supergirl origin of, like, her arriving late with
Hmm.
Superman already being fully grown, but it does a spin on a few things. How did you feel like it captured everything?
I feel like it did well. It needed a stronger script. I mean, it did. It definitely needed a stronger script to like really bring forward all the not originally because they come from the book, but all the ideas from that book to translate them into the film, it does not do them justice, which is sad. I personally, I love this iteration of Supergirl. I do think it's not perfect, and it needed more runtime. And I don't think, but the problem is this script, even with more runtime, I still don't think it would have been this good. It would have been better. It's just it needed different writers with a longer runtime to really develop her, because they kind of made her a very simple, like teenage girl character halfway through,
Hmm.
but I like that angle. It's just not developed well, in my opinion. Like I like the idea of Supergirl having that mentality and wanting to have that regular life like Clark did, but in a different way. It's just I feel like I don't know. I don't even know what could have done. Maybe like having a relationship with Lois, maybe having her like connect more with Lois than Clark, or having her like wanting to connect with other people on Earth. It's just it's weird. I really don't know what you could have done other than just literally just having different writers that could have tackled this story better. But Jalen, what do you
I
think
think
about it? Oh, sorry, Josh.
Yeah, to kind of piggyback off of you, like about the runtime. Well, firstly about Supergirl, I actually really do love this iteration of Supergirl
Mhm.
too. My main issue with her, with Superman, with Wonder Woman, with Bart, with every character in this is that it just should have been fleshed out a little bit more.
Mhm.
You never really see her grapple with the effects of Krypton, and granted, that is like a common Supergirl staple. You know, when she first arrives, she always has PTSD because of what Brainiac did, and she always struggles with that because unlike Superman, she remembers everything. And in this movie, they make it to where she doesn't remember. They also don't explain, why like she's older coming here when Krypton exploded almost 30 years ago at this point. They don't explain. I mean, granted, us comic fans know that it was like a time loop or whatever, but they never take the time to answer that. They
Mhm.
only, um, it almost feels like a game, like where you move from checkpoint to checkpoint to checkpoint. Like where you move from area to area to
hmm
area. And I would actually say if they were gonna do this story, they should have reworked the apocalypse stuff and taken out that final farm fight scene. Cause when I was watching it, I was like, it feels like that like your apocalypse stuff was the third act, like the fight with Barda and Wonder Woman versus the Furies and Superman versus evil Supergirl and Darkseid, and then you end up going 20 more minutes for this farm fight scene that felt like, granted, it was sick as fuck, but it didn't need
hmm
to be there, you
Yeah,
know. And it almost felt like the writers or the animators or whoever was in charge of that was like, we really planned out this fight scene. It's a really good fucking fight scene. We need to find somewhere to put this in at, and make it make sense.
yeah.
You
It,
know.
it's strange because like you think the movie is completely over, and then it's like, oh, just kidding. Here's 15 more minutes.
Hmm.
It's it. I just here's the thing. Like they're doing this whole fish out of water thing when she first gets there. Kind of similar to what they did with Wonder Woman in the 2017 movie. I think the sexualization of Supergirl in this movie is obnoxious. The first shot of her, she's completely naked, and then you get past that, and you get to the part where she's in the fortress and stuff, and then Clark takes her out, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I must go shopping, and then she has to get the boob window outfit, and again it's like just every possible shot to just show like off Supergirl, while at the same time presenting her as like infantilization of like, I just came to Earth, I'm new to all of this. Even when you get to Apocalypse, man, I mean, like, come on. That's my big thing. I feel like it feels like they're objectifying the character throughout this entire movie while not giving her enough agency to really like make up for that. And I mean, even at the end, she shows up in the Supergirl outfit that, of course, is a crop top now, and lands down, and she's like, "I don't think I'd earn this name, but it's fine. I'll still wear it." And I'm like, what makes you actually want to be like a deviation of Superman? It doesn't feel like you actually learned how to grow into yourself the whole movie. It kind of just felt like she was passed around from person to person, and even she comments on that at a certain point in the movie. But like, especially after watching I watched for the entire CW Supergirl show. I've watched like a bunch of other iterations of Supergirl, and then especially with this new movie coming out, I felt like this kind of takes a step back in terms of like presenting it an independent female character.
I think
Is that too much of a reach? I don't know.
no, I agree. I think the problem is, I think it just goes back to what me and Jalen have been saying, and I know you agree. It's a lack of development, and
Yeah.
it's very much as a thing of like, if you're gonna play into the sexuality, you have to make the character strong enough that she acknowledges that and like uses it to her advantage. That's why I see it.
Right.
The problem here is it's only done for comic book nerds to watch it on screen. That's literally the only reason it's done the entire time. It never has a purpose. She never like uses it at any point. She and like you said, she even comments on the fact that she hates that she keeps getting passed around when she wants to choose what she wants to do. Only to end up just being a Superman 2, of being Supergirl.
Right.
Um, it's definitely again. I think the biggest detriment to this film is the script, and I think like if you can have a stronger script with this story, actually a good example. This story is nearly identical, and I mentioned it earlier. Funny enough that the music's the same. It's very similar to Injustice 2. Injustice 2 takes from this story for their
Really?
Supergirl. Yeah, it has a lot of the similar beats of her arriving. Obviously, her arriving late is something that's always used, but just
Yeah.
the type of Supergirl that she is felt a lot like Injustice 2. But in that game, she's not over sexualized, and she's a much stronger character than in this. And but she still is like violent. She's still learning how to control her powers. She's still trained by Wonder Woman. Obviously, Injustice Wonder Woman is a very different training. But and Batman's still like trying to keep her at arm's reach, trying to make sure if she's a threat or not. Like it's very similar story, just twisted into the Injustice narrative. But
Right.
like there, I feel like that Supergirl is what Supergirl should be. Well, this one is what like I think it was is it Jeff Johnson that had her with the crop top? I can't remember if it was him or if it was somebody else. But
I
It's
think it
around
was.
that time, so I would assume
yeah, I
so.
think that's Jeff Johns Supergirl. But like I always the crop top's ridiculous. That I hate that design of Supergirl so fucking much. I'm like the skirt's fine. I like Supergirl either with the pants or the skirt. The skirt
Hmm.
I do think looks better, but like the new movie makes it work. Where like she has the full
Right.
suit with the skirt, and it's long enough that it's not like ridiculous. Like
And
this, just the crop top's too much. Like that's just not a superhero outfit at that point.
I
And
feel
see,
like no,
I
no, go
guess
ahead,
like
Jay.
on that point as well, stories that try to do this exact same thing but better. Two examples. One is another Superman animated movie called Superman Unbound, which deals with Supergirl. It doesn't deal with her arrival, but it deals with her acclimating to Earth, and it deals with her PTSD and trauma, reliving the events of Krypton due to Brainiac, and all of that stuff. And it you know it does develop her more in that realistic sense of like, you know, I have come to Earth. I remember everything. I'm trying to get acclimated, but I'm also still trying to figure out what my life is without Krypton. Because now me and Clark are the only Kryptonians left, as well as my adventures. My adventures has this
Yeah,
my my adventures does this whole story, probably the
literally.
best of the three so far until I guess Woman of Tomorrow comes along. But as of right now, my adventures is the standard. Like someone who is tainted, by Brainiac, and she doesn't realize that she's been held hostage for however old she is in my adventures, and then she comes to Earth, and then she gets acclimated. And I'm sure that season 3 is gonna follow her acclimation to Earth, which will be an interesting thing to see what they go
Yeah.
with.
I feel like the biggest complaint that you'll see from people outside of the sphere, the comic book sphere, is that, oh, Supergirl's just female Superman. And this movie feels like she's just going to be female Superman in the sense that she's just doing what Clark wants her to do and doing what other people want her to do. So much so that like she even gets convinced to become a Fury, and then when she snaps out of it later, she's like, I don't know if that was me or not. I'm like, what do you mean? You don't know if it was fully mind control or anything? It feels like a lazy excuse to write off like her turning evil in the third act. And I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of better interpretations of Supergirl, and this one just kind of felt regressive to me.
Also, I must say, it felt like Batman served no purpose. It could have been a Superman Wonder Woman story
Oh yeah,
rather than a
putting
Supergirl.
Batman in the title here is nothing more than just that it's connected to the other animated movie
Is
because
it?
he
Yeah.
is just standing around for all of it. He does have one of the best lines though, where he's talking about the computer being broke, and Clark's like, "You can bill me on a reporter's salary." I don't think so.
I also think he had the funniest moment also when they're going to visit Big Barda and he's just already
I
in
know
the
exactly
house.
what. I
So, like that's
died.
perfect. I love that he waited till she allowed him to come inside before revealing himself,
Yeah.
Hmm.
but he was just in there
And
the
then like,
entire time.
and like when she raised up the TV to see like all her weapons and shit,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and she's like I'm coming with you and you can get over it. And then like there's like a long beat, and then Batman looks at everyone and is like, "Well, I'm over it." All right, guys. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
stupid.
it's great to have Conroy do all these like fun bits, dude.
Yeah,
He never misses, man. They always put him in some bullshit, but like he never misses.
but he elevates it. That's what happens
He
always.
he elevates it, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Batman has one cool moment with Darkseid where he, does the one up on him. But even when Darkseid does his revenge, for like the Justice League kind of, having a one up on him, he doesn't go after Batman. He just goes after Superman. I'm
Hmm.
like, okay, so Batman just gets to fuck over Darkseid and then go home, and no one
Also,
Fuck
cares.
yes.
how long do you think Darkseid was waiting in that house? Like, bro, had to be like one of those
Bro was just
He's
Can you
having
sitting
imagine
bro
bro
around.
was
just
having
standing in
lunch
the
real
living room
quick.
with his arm behind his back, just like
Especially if like,
waiting?
what if the Kents were home and it's just like, oh okay, I didn't
Hey, what's
realize you
up?
guys were good. It's not a great plan, dude. He didn't bring anyone with him. He just goes solo. I don't know. I mean the Cape moment's cool. It's I don't know. I don't want to like. There's not much for me to I really love here. I do love that Supergirl goes to Themyscira. I think that's a really cool element to bring into it
Yeah.
because that would be a smart place to train someone with powers, especially a female superhero. And I think Wonder Woman is perfectly fine in this for the role that she serves.
Also, Josh,
Hmm.
Arrowverse, an Arrowverse character is in that entire moment. Lila
Oh,
Michaels,
the Lila
Harbinger.
Harbinger, yeah,
Lila Harbinger, yeah.
which they changed because she was supposed to be like well, she was Harbinger, not in Crisis on Infinite Earths, wasn't it?
For
The
the no, it
Wells.
was for the monitor.
Oh no, they made the Wells per. Okay,
Yeah, he was
yeah,
pariah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's really cool to see. And then R.I.P. Man, dang, gone too soon. It is cool, Arrowverse wise, but I liked everything with Themyscira. I thought that was perfectly fine.
Yeah, that was the best part of the
It's
movie.
just
100%.
it's some of the other stuff. Like the pieces here work for me. I just don't think, like you guys said, the script pulls it together because there is something here, and it's really cobbled, especially after Public Enemies is like a really solid story, and I think it's the same writing crew of the comic because these are basically just one-to-one pulls from those books.
Yeah, it's the 101
Do you guys
era.
like the animation? It's very strange.
It's all right. It's nothing like special.
I thought,
It shines during the fight scenes. That's what
yeah,
I'll say. It shines during the
Mhm.
action.
the faces are weird on the guys.
I don't like the
Definitely.
faces at all.
That's the weirdest part of me. I think like the women like look okay. I think they look completely good in the animation. It's the guys that look very weird. It reminds me of it looks good there, but it's still always weirded me out a little bit. The animation of Flashpoint Paradox for the guys, how their faces look, it reminded me a little bit of that.
Oh,
But
like
that
like
one's
like
better.
Eobard. Hmm.
Yeah.
What's the other movie that they give Superman a weird face that we watched? Isn't that Justice League War, Jalen?
No, he's normal by then.
There's one where Superman has like a Giga Chad face and it's like huge, and I don't remember which movie it was.
Is that Red Sun?
I
No, that's
mm,
All Star animated.
okay. Yeah, I looked back at old pictures of the Public Enemies movie, and it looks slightly better there, but they're about the same. I just think I don't know. Like I saw a comment that said Superman has eyeshadow on in this, and I do agree, man. It's just doesn't look right. It looks very strange, and I don't like how elongated Batman's face is. I get they're trying to pull from the source, but I
Yeah.
think early 2000s. comic book art, if you really look into it, is super hit or miss. Like there's some bad art in the early zeros,
Mm-hmm.
especially I'm thinking some of the X-Men stuff, and this I would probably add to it. It's not the best, especially when we've watched a lot of great Superman uh, comic adaptations. Is there anything else you guys really want to comment on with this?
I don't have anything.
Uh, oh, I will say one funny thing. For some reason, I thought this movie ended for the longest time with Red Lantern Supergirl. Don't ask me why. I just, for some reason, remembered her in the
Yeah,
Lantern suit. And I don't know if there. Did you guys know there's any animated movie that features that version of Supergirl? Or, like, even an
I
evil
feel like
Supergirl with red? Like,
I feel like I'd probably mix them up too, and I think that's just because she's on Apocalypse and there's so much red and stuff there, and she has her
yeah.
evil outfit on that
That's
you
what,
probably just like merge those two
that's probably what
into
it
one.
was. But, like,
Also, maybe it was
it drove me
from My
nuts.
Adventures too.
Yeah,
What'd you say?
the My
The
Adventures
design
design.
from My Adventures is like
Yeah,
very red centric.
that's true.
But yeah.
That's true.
But other than that, yeah, I don't really have much anything else either.
Yeah, Jalen.
Nothing else, man. I mean, like I said, the action was really cool. The script just needed more work.
Yeah. Would you guys give this one a thumbs up, thumbs down?
I'll give it a thumbs in the middle.
I'm also kind of like halfway.
I'm gonna go down, dude. I don't like this one. It just makes me like Public Enemies more because that one's cool.
Oh, it's
Even
definitely
when at the
better.
start of this movie, they're like talking about how President Luthor got taken away, and I'm like, oh man, we used to have it all. I don't know. It's fine, man. Um, do you have any blind ranks, Luis?
Yes. So here we go. All right. So we got two today.
Yeah.
For the first one, we have Supergirl appearances in movies and TV. Now these can
Oh,
be
okay.
live action or animated.
Okay. So this might change after this month, depending on.
Exactly.
Well, we should do this blind ranking now. Then we should do it at the end of Supergirl month
That would
after
be fun.
the
We should.
2026 movie comes out. Yeah.
All right. Ready? First up, The Flash. And you can base it off the movie. You can base it off the Supergirl in it. It's up to you guys.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. It's only 5.
Okay. Let's just do it off the versions of the character, Jalen. I think that would be the
Okay.
the
Yeah.
move,
Yeah.
right?
That works.
Because otherwise, the Flash is going low, bro.
She was the best part of that movie, in my personal opinion, and she didn't
I'd
even have a lot to
agree.
do.
Yeah, and she had a cool suit.
She had a very fucking cool suit. I would have loved to have seen her with Cavill, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
She's kind of like
What could
she
have
is
been?
basically Flashpoint Superman in its own way. It's honestly a fun way to do that version of Flashpoint
Yeah.
Superman without bringing Henry Cavill into it. Like if you don't have Henry
Which
Cavill, this is a smart alternate.
he would have came back. I don't know why they didn't just say
Who
like,
knows?
"Hey,
I could do number 2 or 3. I would do number
I could do
2.
two. I could do
Yeah,
two."
Two.
that's true too.
Okay. Next up, Legion of Superheroes, the animated movie.
That one's also
Haven't seen
fine.
it. Haven't seen it, but
It's
from what I've heard,
the
it's not
movie
good.
the movie itself's not great, but the actual Supergirl is very similar. Like it's a similar story to this. It's just a coming of age finding her place. It's just she's like hanging out with the Legion. The problem is the Legion isn't adapted very well. I
Got
would
it.
put this one probably you could do 4. 4 is fine.
4. Okay.
I'll follow there.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fine.
Next up, we have Superman / Batman Apocalypse.
5. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna disagree with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 5.
Next up, CW show, Supergirl.
Would that be 1?
I would say 1 just on the pure
Yeah.
like breadth of content you get there.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 1. I mean,
Okay.
as of right now she is the definitive Supergirl until Millie Alcock takes that in a couple years.
And unlike you could say with Flash or Arrow or stuff, I don't think there's a particularly weak Supergirl like moment. Like from the character specifically. There's definitely weak ass moments in that show, but there's not one specifically where I'm like this was a mischaracterization of Supergirl herself.
She was
Yeah, I
incredible.
will say, yeah, she's very good, but I think in the later seasons, it feels like they place her development on the back burner for Alex.
Right, but Melissa Benoist is never
Yeah, she's never
like they keep her stagnant in the later seasons, but she's never doing anything. Honestly, I've been watching season 1, trying to get ahead of it. I'm halfway through. She is like killing it, man, acting her ass off, and it showed that it's not always giving her the best scripts.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I would easily say number 1.
Perfect.
I think she's very underrated.
That means your number 3 is My Adventures with Superman.
Ooh. Okay.
Which isn't bad. I'm not gonna lie. I would right now put Sasha and Melissa above that. For right now.
Yeah. But we're about to get into the season, so we'll see.
Perfect. All right.
That's a good list.
The ranking is CW, The Flash, My Adventures, Legion of Superheroes, and then Superman stuff in the Apocalypse. That's actually a good list.
That's a perfect 5 for right now.
I like
that's
that
a perfect
list.
5.
All right, we'll see where. Oh my God, give me a sec. Oh God, why did I forget her name? Alcock. Millie Alcock. I couldn't think of her first name. I kept wanting to call her Maya.
Oh, you're good.
Millie Alcock. There we go. We'll see where she lands later on. But the second blind ranking is Darkseid appearances.
Okay.
So once again, just base it on the character in the project. So first off, we have Reign of the Supermen.
I haven't seen that one.
It's been a long time. I'm gonna go. Is there a worse Darkseid I'm gonna go 5, because I genuinely can't think of a worse one.
We can go 5.
Okay.
I don't know anything bad about it. I don't know anything about it, man.
I like that movie, actually. Been a while, though. Then, let's see. Zack Snyder's Justice League.
It's fucking ugly in that one. I'll tell you that much.
He is ugly, but he does have some aura. In
Yeah,
the little bit he is on screen.
Who's that? Ray Porter doing the voice?
Ray Porter.
Dude, Ray Porter. I love Ray Porter because he showed up as the villain in the Naomi CW show, and he sucked.
Really?
But he's really good as Darkseid. Yeah.
All right, what do you guys think?
That's 3, I think, right?
3?
He doesn't do anything.
Jalen? Okay.
He has like 2 minutes of... I mean, he has that really cool fight scene in the flashback, but... what are you going to do?
That's true. All right, next up, we have Justice League War.
Justice League War. I don't
he gets
like
stabbed
that
in the
movie.
eyes. Yeah,
that's a 4.
Yeah, that's a
4. This worked out perfectly.
Oh God.
So next up, we have Lego Justice League versus Bizarro League.
You know what though? Those are fine. Those are fine movies, especially the early ones.
I enjoyed the first few.
I can't disagree with them. I cannot disagree.
Don't tell me when you watched Lego Batman Beleaguered on Cartoon Network in 2013, you weren't tapped the fuck in.
Oh, that was sick. That was a great movie.
That's a good time, man. And I had the DVD for the Bizarro League because it had the Bizarro Batman figure, and I still have that somewhere. And it was sick as fuck.
I'm still pissed because those never came to Puerto Rico, so I was never able to get them.
Yeah, dude. I can't send you mine. I'm gonna keep mine, but
I'll steal it someday. What?
It's okay. You think there's a worse one, Jalen? Like, he's laughing. Do you think there's some shitty one? So we should put this at number 1.
I don't. No.
You want to put this number 2?
Yeah, let's go 2.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Don't cook me.
You should have put it number 1. Number 2 is Teen Titans Go.
Oh, number 1.
Number 1, which is played by Weird Al Yankovic.
Hey, we love Weird Al.
We do.
I think we love Weird Al. You ever seen the Weird Al movie?
I need to. I've seen clips.
With Daniel Radcliffe? I watched it on the Roku channel when it came. I think that's the only thing I've ever watched on Roku channel. But it was good. It was a good time, man.
So your list is Teen Titans Go, Justice League versus Bizarro League. What is number 3? Oh, Zack Snyder's Justice League War, Reign of the Supermen. Incredible list.
That's not even bad. That's not
even that bad. Teen Titans Go at number 1 is kind of questionable, but other than that,
hey man,
I actually think it's a good list.
That's a good time. That's a good time.
I am
Okay.
so glad I got you guys to put those at 1 and 2. All right.
Yeah. News. We're gonna do news. I wanted to. We brought up before we started recording that I haven't given my first impressions for Lego Batman
Mhm.
because I was gone last week, and we had Jackson holding down the fort, which
Never
he
again.
survived that. So very grateful. Luis, I'm 3 chapters in. I basically just beat the Robin chapter.
Mhm.
The reason I haven't played more is because I got my girlfriend addicted to it, but it's
Mm.
at my I can only play it at my house, so I wasn't home this weekend, and so like next weekend's the other half. Like we burned through a half in a couple days. It was great.
Hell yeah.
I love it, man. I think it's the perfect evolution while still actually not really being an evolution because it's fully borrowing from Arkham
Mhm.
and doing it in Lego form, but it works so well. It's like if they mashed Arkham and the Skywalker saga Unreal Engine
Literally.
5 stuff that worked, and
Yeah.
it's like just this beautiful blend. And I love the story elements. I love how it's just basically giving you a very traditional Batman origin story, but using all the various like iconography of his whole like media history. It's fucking brilliant, dude. I like it's so simple and it borrows from so much, but at the same time, it's like just the best of. It truly is like legacy of. I couldn't be more happy with it so far. How about you?
I mean, man, I am loving it up to now. I am in
Yeah,
chapter 3 right now. I have not passed it yet. I've just been way too busy. But every time I hop on that game, man, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just, it definitely is Arkham and Skywalker Saga. It's a great evolution of Skywalker Saga because the gameplay in that just didn't really work. So I'm glad they were able to make it work by putting Arkham elements in. But it also
yeah,
like brings back that feeling of the original and 2 and 3 as well, but
it
especially the
does.
original of like I don't know that like feeling of having fun with Lego games that only the OG games really brought you, and Supervillains I will say brought it back as well. But like it feels like a classic Lego game made today, and it's crazy that they were able to recapture that again.
It doesn't really feel like the cutscene porn that you get in a lot of the later ones, where it's just it's just so much cutscenes and so much story just thrown at you. It really feels fully in game.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's definitely plenty of cutscenes, but the gameplay is just so refined. And even if you wanted to place it on the so far, I haven't seen any discrepancies of placing it on the Lego Batman timeline if you just place it before the other games. And that part is so cool to think like, oh, this is just the origin for like the silent Batman that you see in 2008 when all these villains are fully established, dude.
Yeah.
And everyone talks about Lego Batman 2 being held up by Gotham. This Gotham is gonna trump that one
Mm-hmm.
like easily. This thing is fucking
It's
huge and it's awesome.
ridiculous.
Even dude, I love the Batcave so much. I love the
Yeah.
upgrade system. I love how it's designed. I love how all the suits are displayed. Even there's a DLC room that shows me all my DLC suits and
Yeah.
stuff, and that's freaking cool. I think it's dude. The one thing is that I'm getting annoyed because the studs are harder to get in this one,
100%.
and there's so many suits in those Batmite shops that I want to get,
Yep.
and I'm like, dude, it's not stud meters anymore, Jan. Like the levels, it's just one continuous stud counter that you
Oh
get.
wow!
Yeah.
So it's more like a traditional game.
There's no
I can't wait to get in.
there's no true hero status anymore.
There's no true hero stat, and even the levels are way less. Like it still kind of has the Skywalker Saga issue of not having full levels, but it flows a lot better.
Yeah,
And I
it
think
definitely
it
does.
it doesn't feel like you're in a level for 10 seconds where Skywalker Saga felt like that.
I
They
think
actually
it
feel pretty long.
I think it's because they did an original story borrowing
Yeah.
from the movies instead of trying to replicate the movies. You're kind of stuck as to where you can put the levels. Like this system
Yeah.
works a lot better now because they get to just choose. They're like, well, we're putting this and this in. We can use that to extend the level here. Like I really love it, man.
And also considering a lot of these aren't actually designed on official figures. I mean, some of them are, like
Hmm.
some of the Batman Space designs are. They capture what they're going for so well. Like you get to Alfred, and it's like just like exactly like Michael Caine
Yeah.
or Lucius Fox, just like Morgan Freeman. I love what they've been doing with Joker. Even the original designs, like the Red Hood One gang, looks
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. The environments just feel like they have so much more Lego in them than some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I really can't sing its praises enough, dude. Even the characters only having a few is I think it works out pretty well because everyone feels like their own unique thing,
Yeah.
and having the upgrades is great. Yeah, dude, I cannot. It's I would love to have some criticism, but I truly can't. It's like
I'm so
across the board. I
excited.
think it's gonna. Yeah,
Sorry, you cut off for a sec. I was gonna say I'm so excited for the Mayhem collection to get released in
dude.
September because we get 2 more characters, Joker and Harley.
I know. I heard the rumor of a Suicide Squad damaged skin.
Yeah.
You know. And I heard a rumor of they're gonna do the skins from the Harley Quinn show, which I thought was weird because that's an M-rated thing, but they might.
Interesting. Well, wait, we got absolute Batman in this.
That's true, which does look super cool. I need to get that suit.
I have it.
You do?
I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe one thing I don't like how the new red brick system kind of is. I like it and I don't like it.
Yeah, I think it's
a mixed bag.
interesting. It gets a little repetitive at some points, and some of them are just like colors that I will just never use in my life.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss that.
Instead of the red bricks being like, they unlock different things like studs ×2 or like your super jump or whatever. Every red brick you can get pretty easily in a level, and it just unlocks like a color changer. So it'll change your suit to like green and orange for whatever suit you have, etc.
Wow.
It'll just be too. But the problem is a lot of the color palettes are not great at all.
Yeah, but I can't really imagine an orange Batman looking.
Yeah, there's like
there are some cool ones though.
Gray. There are some cool ones for sure, but there's a lot of misses.
Yeah,
and I look at them sometimes and I'm like, this is not.
There's one I love that turns your suit gray and blue. Like any suit you want, it turns into the gray and blue, and it's really nice.
Dude, I had
ask,
yeah.
With the story structure, have you guys gotten to the levels or the chapters or whatever where they combine comic storylines with whatever they're doing for media? Because I know they combine events of the Batman with Batman Begins, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the first chapter, yeah.
Yeah, well, they are. I mean, even if you want to talk about Joker, they do Joker's Red Hood origin, which is from the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for real?
But then that transitions into
Nicholson,
Joker,
and then Ledger.
Nicholson Joker, and later it's going to be Ledger, which I haven't got to that part yet.
I got spoiled on a joke for that I can't wait for you to see. I'm not even going to tell you because I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Dude, what they do with Robin, dude, I'm in. I'm loving it, man.
During the Batman Begins part, when they're training in Nanda Parbat or whatever that icy area is, isn't there an Arrowverse Easter egg?
Not really. It's just kind of the same area that the Arrow took place in.
It's the same place they have to fight, but that's also the place they have to fight in Batman Begins. Like that's not really. Yeah.
So basically, Jalen, there's a prologue that's Batman Begins, and then chapter 1 is you're with Gordon, and it's basically the Batman. And a little bit no, it's just the Batman, because chapter 2 is all like Batman/Batman Returns, so it's the Tim Burton stuff, and you're playing along with Catwoman. And then you go to chapter 3 and you're with Robin, it's the Schumacher stuff,
Forever and Robin,
which is super fun. And then I don't know what exactly chapter 4 is going to be inspired by. I think it's more Schumacher.
Yeah, I think that's like Batman and Robin and a little bit of Dark Knight. I think that's what the combination is.
Yeah.
What a combo.
And apparently chapter 5 transitions into like full Arkham
Asylum, yeah, apparently.
Which is
so
sick.
Like how many chapters is it?
There's gonna be 6, so it's one for each like.
Oh, you're right. It is character. 6. Yeah, you're right.
Because you're gonna go Gordon, Catwoman, Robin, Batgirl, Nightwing, Talia. I love it, man. It's so fucking cool.
And then you get, and then the Joker and Harley expansion, which brings the level.
Yeah. I'm very happy we played through the games too, because it's making me appreciate this one so much more.
Agreed.
Built on everything. It genuinely feels like DC villains level of innovative of some of the stuff they're doing, but even to a greater extent.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, man. So yeah, that's my first impressions of me glazing this game because I'm having a great time, man. News here. Volker Bertelmann, who did the music for Conclave and Dune Prophecy, is composing Clayface. I think
No.
that's good. Conclave's a good movie. Good music in that movie.
Yes, it does. I mean, I feel like that's a perfect choice, honestly, for Clayface overall.
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna be pretty good. So I mean everyone they brought on behind the scenes on that has been good from what I've seen. I just want to see more than the because the first trailer really got me, and I want to see more. Especially, I would love to see some behind the scenes stuff,
Yeah,
especially like with how they did the effects. But that's gonna be later on after the movie comes out, I imagine.
yeah, something that I really miss and that I wish DC would have done as well. When Marvel used to do the Assembled, Marvel Assembled, the making of, like
Ooh,
those used to be
yes, those are
incredible.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
The Loki one was incredible because you had Tom Hiddleston narrating the entire thing. Because
really.
you know how much he loves that character. Like he was not letting anybody else do that, and it's like time, and it shows like a clock going through, and it turns to Miss Met. It's like really cool. I do wish we got those for DC because I love that clip of Corn Sweat and Gun behind the scenes discussing
Yeah,
that final monologue. I'm like, I wish we had like a little documentary, like maybe not a full doc, but a little documentary like that that would show us the behind the scenes stuff. And like going
didn't they do
forward,
something for Superman or no?
I think they did like a very short featurette. Like that was it.
Okay,
I guess I wish like those assembled were like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Like I wish it was something like that.
yeah,
Again,
that would be
but
really
yeah,
cool. I hope so, man. I more behind the scenes stuff. I mean, people are always on board for that. It just makes you look good
100%.
when you can show them how things are made. So, that's cool. Luis, you talked about how this is a big gaming week coming up,
Yes. So this week we have State of Play for PlayStation, which is rumored to
which they're
be
playing
huge.
in theaters
Yes.
at the
So
Alamo.
here's the thing. First off, it's the first time since 2021, I believe, that they've announced a State of Play 2 weeks before. Normally, they announce it 3 days before streaming it. With the 2021 one revealed God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, Gran Turismo, uh, the Knights of the Old Republic remake, and was the last one
Yeah,
called the State of PlayStation Showcase, which they just don't use anymore. It's just State of Play. They like streamlined it. So this is basically what a showcase used to be. It's also the first time since 2018 they've done this theater thing of playing in theaters.
that
Uh,
got that. I knew they were locking in when they did that shit,
and
man.
it's rumored to be so the official press release is 60 plus, so over an hour. But
Yeah,
if you go into the Alamo webpage, it says 90 minutes for the show, so an hour and a half.
yeah, but that might just be so people have like extra time.
Agreed, but the fact that even the PlayStation stats says over an hour, like they don't say that normally. Like that makes me think it's 15 minutes for the Alamo to like have extra
Yeah,
time, and then it's gonna probably be like an hour 15, hour 20. And there's a lot of big stuff that could be here, and someone's could be DC. Past that, and we can discuss what in a bit. Like 2 days after, so that's June 2nd. June 5th is Summer Game Fest with Jeff Keighley, who does the Game Awards at the end of the year. Summer Game
yeah,
Fest has become huge. It's basically the new E3 nowadays.
yeah.
And then I think it's 2 days later is the Xbox showcase for Xbox games as well. Like this is basically what E3 week used to be, just with these
Yeah.
three events.
And we'll probably get a Nintendo Direct in there as well.
100%. They really revealed them last minute, so that one's gonna take a bit to get the reveal, but probably yeah.
I think if we're gonna see DC, if we want to talk DC specifically, by the way, PlayStation just means fucking Wolverine crazy shit.
Oh,
I
they
want to see from
confirmed.
them.
Yeah, we're
So
getting like at least like 20 to 30 minutes of Wolverine only.
very, very excited for that. But DC wise, I think if we're gonna see anything, it's gonna be from that Summer Games thing. Because
Uh,
that's gonna be way more broad. And I imagine
yeah.
DC things are gonna be multi-plat.
Well, the thing is, like Capcom does reveal to State of Play as well, and they're always multi-platform. State of Play, they try to focus on exclusive, but now, especially nowadays, they've like really opened up to none. I do think it will be Summer Game Fest though,
Yeah,
because
but Capcom was like a PlayStation franchise though, or a studio for a while back in the early days of like Resident
well,
Evil
but
and all
even
that
like
good stuff.
Street Fighter has always been multi-platform, and they reveal a lot of Street Fighter 6 stuff at
Yeah, but it makes
there.
sense why they reveal it on because they used to be like PlayStation's like one of their studios, and now they're just more
Okay, that's a
multi-platform.
good point.
Yeah,
But uh, in terms of what we could see, if I had to throw out my predictions, I think we'll probably get a gameplay trailer for the Mayhem Collection for Lego Batman at Summer Game Fest or
oh
Xbox
yeah,
Showcase, because Skywalker Saga was revealed. Every trailer for Skywalker Saga was at an Xbox event back in the day.
hmm.
They love working with Xbox, and so that might be there or at the Summer Game Fest. And then I think our other biggest shot at DC stuff is probably NetherRealm, because we're getting into the time where they would probably want to tease what they're working on, and if it is an Injustice 3 or a DC like rebooted game, the Summer Game Fest would be the time to announce it.
I think that's what if we're gonna see anything, because Mortal Kombat 1 came out 3 years ago now,
Yeah,
I believe.
yeah, 2023.
Mortal Kombat 2, the movie, just hit out, and that's like that. The promotion for that's done now, and so now the time to be like, here's what we got going on next. And if it's DC is what they're working on, it's going to be a big splash.
hmm I
Yeah, I'd
feel
be down for Injustice or Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe 2, whatever they want to do.
I hope we do not do Mortal Kombat versus DC for a while, because what I want, if they ever do that again, make it the Absolute Universe, because that way you can do fatalities on both sides. If you do the Absolute,
That would be sick.
that would like be perfect
Yeah.
for a crossover. Um, Other than that, I guess we should talk a little bit about. We talked about it before we started recording the leaks that have been happening, which I don't think are reputable, really. But I
Mhm.
guess if we have to discuss it, just out of curiosity, there obviously is rumors of W. Montreal, who did Gotham Knights. Yeah, they're the ones who did Gotham Knights. The fact that they might have a Superman game in development, and that they might have a DC style, a Marvel Rival style DC game in the works. Also,
So Overwatch.
so yes, Overwatch 3, and then or 4 at this point, I guess, with Marvel Rivals. Um, and then the other one is, this one hasn't really been leaked, but I know for a while, and this goes back even to like the start of the year, Rocksteady has been rumored to have gone back to making a Batman game again.
Yeah.
That one, the rumors have not come out that it could show up, and I do think that one is probably much farther than the other two.
Hmm.
If the other two are real, but I just think like that would be interesting if any of those three could show up at all. Like those would be huge announcements.
Hmm. Um, I don't think a Superman game is anytime soon. I don't know if they've cracked that code. Maybe they have.
Hmm
Batman makes a lot more sense to me, especially with Lego Batman.
Yeah.
Batman's their cash cow, dude.
Yeah,
They'll do another Batman. Like that's I mean even design standpoint, that's the easiest thing to do. And then Overwatch DC could be cool, but it's not going to capture what Marvel Rivals did
it's gonna be
unless
looked
you
as
get
a
the
copy.
exact same developers. Yeah, unless you literally get NetEase doing the same shit for DC.
Hmm
Like it would be really cool. I think they should take a different approach, and I think them probably going back to Injustice would be smarter than doing Overwatch.
Agreed. It's also like
You know,
they need a fighting game again, because right now Marvel is like back firing on all cylinders with Marvel Tokon right now, which is looking to be
yeah,
huge at the end of the year.
yeah,
DC used to dominate. Well, other than the Marvel vs. Capcom series, just ended poorly, which is why it hasn't come back. Like Injustice 2 especially was hugely successful. It was not as successful as their Mortal Kombat games, which is why they focused more on that when WB started becoming full shillery as it is now. Um,
yeah.
so I really hope it definitely is a DC game. I really hope it's a reboot. Which I know we've talked about a little bit. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I feel like we're at a point where unless you do Crisis on Infinite Earths, which I'm like please no. Unless you do that to like or Blackest Night would also work. Blackest Night or Crisis on Infinite Earths to reset the Injustice universe and do an Injustice 3 to reset it. You kind of just gotta reboot and just have it
I
under
think so.
a name.
Yeah,
Do something different
Mhm.
with it.
because I mean
'Cause
they've
Injustice
already
is already
like
played
touched the parallel universe thing with Injustice One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could do a Crisis on Infinite Earth type of thing, but I think so many heroes have died at this point.
Mhm.
A Blackest Night route would be the best one.
Or just do what Mortal Kombat 1 did and have one character reset the universe or something. You know, kind of how they did with they
Flash
did
is
with
still there.
Flashpoint. A
literally,
Flashpoint Injustice game would be cool.
you know, exactly. Very fucked up the timeline. And now everyone's killing each other.
Hell yes, we went into the absolute universe. Let's go.
Yeah, and
I
fighting
wish.
games are great. Fighting games are great excuses to promote all your current stuff, so you can do skins for all the characters that you know.
Oh yeah.
You get Mr. Terrific in there. You get Green Lantern in there. A lot of cool stuff you could do. I'm game for that, man. I think an RPG would be cool too if they ever capitalize on maybe something like DC Universe Online again.
The
Because Marvel
fact.
doesn't really have that sphere
Oh, not at
carved out of
all.
just like a full role playing game where you could be whatever DC character. Obviously, not like a crazy amount of abilities in the gameplay, but enough where you can just explore all these areas of DC.
I found that they actually had one for years.
Yeah.
Called
Mhm.
Marvel Heroes, I think was what it was called.
Oh, okay.
It was successful. It never reached DC Universe level of success, but it definitely like was big. But they had to. I think
Yeah.
it killed it off because the developer went bankrupt. I think was what happened, or got bought up. So they had to cancel the game. It's like it's currently revived by fans. Like you can still access through PC with by fans. They've made their own service now. But yeah, no, that one died off a long time ago. But I do think like an RPG would be cool. I am also still disappointed that that Wonder Woman game got canceled. I thought that solid
I know,
gameplay for
dude.
Wonder Woman would have been perfection. Even though it's not really my type of gameplay, that style, I would have played it because Wonder Woman just fits it so perfectly.
I mean, I even put Wonder Woman in our podcast intro from that game because the cinematic's so cool.
Yeah. Oh my god, I will never forget my reaction watching that at the Game Awards. Like that was incredible.
Jalen, is there anything you specifically want to see DC wise, game wise?
I want to see a good Justice League game. You know,
In what style?
It's a great question. I really don't know. I'm gonna be real. I really don't know.
You
Because,
just want a league game, man.
Yeah, I just want a league game, honestly.
Wait, I got you. So what if instead of playing as the League, you play the Suicide Squad trying to kill them?
They're all evil, man.
Oh, that totally wouldn't be a disaster.
$1 billion idea right there.
Of epic proportion.
They'll buy our subscription. Yeah, I know. I get you. I would just like to see more non-Batman stuff. As cool as Batman
Same
stuff.
here.
As much as I'm glazing Lego Batman.
No more Batman. No more
Well,
Batman games.
Give me a Batman Beyond game, then I'm good.
Yeah. Batman Beyond game. Yeah.
And then we're good. Then we're done.
Maybe like Then.
But Lego Batman's got me covered for like the next 10 years, dude. Do something else.
I agree. I do think we're joking, but I actually do think the next Rocksteady Batman game will probably be Beyond, just because that gives them the ability to go 30 years in the future and ignore all of Suicide Squad, basically.
And also get around the Kevin Conroy.
Yes.
Issue.
And then past that, I know Josh just mentioned I do kind of agree, they probably haven't fully cracked Superman yet. I do think this is the time. I would get expected next year.
Try.
I think next year you would announce Superman game with Man of Tomorrow, because I'm like, Gunn is pushing the Superman family so much, but having Superman, Man of Tomorrow, Supergirl, having him start the universe instead of Batman. I think if anybody's gonna push DC, especially now that he had that comment of DC games is now more connected to the studio. It's if anybody's gonna push for a Superman game to get made, it's gonna be Gunn with the way he's been. So I don't know if this week, but I think by next year we will have an announcement of a Superman game finally.
I think it'd be cool if you did Superman maybe God of War style, where you acknowledge that he's like basically God level powerful, but he's still facing all these crazy threats, and maybe that's the way you can attack him on a more serious
That
level.
would,
Also, magic
But you
yeah,
can't
villains,
just you just can't
magic
make
enemies.
you just can't make him. Yeah, you can't make him truly invincible, kind of like how he is on in the media, just because of the structure of a game. You have to find a way around that.
Yeah,
actually, you know what I want? I want a Mass Effect style Green Lantern game. That's what I want.
Ooh, okay.
bro, they can't even get you
There you
green on
go.
the show. You think you're gonna get a game? I want it. I want it. It's not happening, my friend. I've given up hope on that. Bro, Green
Yeah,
Lantern pisses me off. That would be a perfect video game because you literally have the blueprint to how to make every character play differently, and it's the way they use their
you're
powers.
you're
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole coalition of space cops. That's
Yes.
so fucking cool. Like, come on now.
Probably make a pretty good. Probably make a pretty good TV show too. But you know,
Yeah.
neither here nor there. Uh, James Gunn said Creature Commandos season 2 is gonna come out after Man of Tomorrow, and my question is like, why are we waiting so long?
Because fuck you. That's why.
They're working on this shit now, man.
I got no better answer for you, honestly.
Dude,
I
you
mean,
tell me three years almost
with
since
Tom
the first
King.
season.
I mean, because apparently they're already animating Mr. Miracle, so doesn't that mean that that's further along in the process?
Oh, we're getting Mr. Miracle stuff in June for sure because that's at the Annecy. But he was showing animatics and stuff to that
To
Brandon
Brandon
Davis
Davis,
guy.
yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
yeah,
that'll be
yeah.
the first thing that comes out next year.
Oh, I think it'll be this year. Honestly, if they could squeeze it in,
I don't think so. I think it will be the first thing next
like
year.
it, maybe like a December or like an early next year thing. But um, yeah, maybe it's just like the competition thing. But I think you don't want to miss the boat with this Creature Commandos thing,
I
dude.
already don't care.
Yeah, it's been so
Yeah, I mean that's
long.
true. I also really don't care because I was just about to ask. Like, I mean, I know they tease like the first episode is called Starry Night,
Yeah.
and I was wondering if you guys had any theories on what that could mean. But then I
Starro
was
back. No.
like,
It's either Starro or
because
Star Sapphire. And it's not going to be Star Sapphire because of what they're doing with Lantern.
or
It's
like
Starro.
or Starman,
Or Captain
but
Atom.
or
Captain Adam
Captain
could
Atom.
fit that, actually. Yeah, that's a good one. Or it could be a Justice Society type thing, too.
Yeah, I don't know. Animated shows that take longer than a year. That's kind of the problem Invincible had for a bit. If you're taking like over a year to 2 years to come out with a season, I'm losing interest pretty fast, man.
You got to be, like, really damn good to, like, not lose interest if you take 2 years.
Yeah,
Real.
Invincible's pretty damn good. And it's like even the My Adventures thing was testing me with how long between season 2 and season 3.
Yeah.
I was looking at my watch and I'm like, damn, you know, I am so sick of this whole we can put out our shows every 3 years now. We used to be a proper country, dude.
With like,
Shows looked worse, but they had 24 episodes every year and I
yeah.
loved it.
Hey. Oh, believe me and Jalen
I didn't.
understand that. We're Power Rangers fans. We went from, what was it, 40 to 20 to 13 was Cosmic Fury, or 10? What was it?
Not even. I don't think 13. I think it was just 10.
It was like 10 episodes, the final one. Oh, yeah, we got screwed.
Like Jalen, would you rather have a network Green Lantern show with 5 seasons and like 100 episodes, or would you rather have the
Yeah.
HBO Green Lantern show with 16 episodes over the course of 6 years?
Well, is
Fuck.
it an HBO show that's actually accurate, or the current one? Like, I mean, if it's an actually accurate one, I'd go with the HBO show, honestly. Unless we're continuing the OG
No, it's gonna
animated
be-
Green Lantern. That would
No,
be
I
cool.
just mean a Surf Dracula show, like how every show is now. Of like, oh, we have. It's not even just superhero stuff, dude. It's just everything. It's like we have to wait to the last episode to do anything cool. It's like, damn it. I don't know.
I don't know.
TV complaints, but yeah, Creature Commandos waiting a while. It's fine. It'll be another James Gunn year next year. Then
Yeah,
we'll get some. Well, he's not involved with Creature Commandos, but it's like basically his characters.
it's still his. Like,
So
I will see. Next year, like, thank God for Man of Tomorrow and the Batman. Like, I'm so excited. More excited for the Batman, but still,
Yeah.
like, both of them are like really exciting next year. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man. This year really feels and it shouldn't, because I think it has some good products. Really feels like a filler year, I guess is the best way I can call it. Like I don't know, it's weird. It's like I should be more excited. I feel like the Supergirl idea is cool. I feel like Clayface is cool. Lanterns should be huge, but it all kind of feels like let's put something in between while we get back to Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we still don't have a Batman Wonder
Conceptually,
Woman. It's like,
getting Supergirl, Green Lantern, Clayface, I would take that over another Superman, Batman. But the problem is they're just putting a lot more love and resources into the Superman, Batman.
well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I
So
love the
clearly,
variety. It's just the problem of like it doesn't feel like these are as big priority to you as
yeah,
Man of Tomorrow and like other stuff.
Yeah.
it's like the DC games. Like, yeah, sometimes you'll give me a Suicide Squad or Gotham Knights, but you're not going to put the love into it that you're going to put into Batman.
Yeah.
You know
And
what's
so
like
it's
oddly piqued my interest as of recent? I don't even know why, but like I saw it on the little release schedule, and that Deathstroke and Bane movie. For some reason, that has piqued my interest, and I don't know why.
it'll be fun if they make it. Doesn't get canned, but
I like the dude they got
it'll
for
be.
it. I think he couldn't make it funny. It's just a weird project to do.
I mean, most DCU things I think could be fun. I just get confused why they're getting made over other stuff.
Where's
It's
Wonder
so
Woman?
strange.
That's the one that really pisses me off. It's worse Wonder Woman.
Where's our good Green Lantern thing? It'll be funny if Green Lantern's a good show and we're just shitting on it, but
I will again.
it'll also be funny.
It
if
has
it's bad and we've
incredible
been
writers.
shitting on it a lot of time.
It has incredible writers. I'm hoping.
I don't know. Last thing I got on here is kind of a movement I saw that was interesting. Have you guys heard of this DC blackout that's been happening?
Not at all.
It's a boycott across the DC Comics because for apparently has been over 1,200 days since they've had a mainline series with a black lead in a comic run and ongoing. The only example that people can reference is the absolute Green Lantern one that we've been talking about, but that's like not the mainline thing. That's its own separate thing. So I guess technicality is whatever, but still, the amount of runs they have, and they only have one with a black lead. And looking into it, I thought was very interesting. And I was wondering if you guys had any thoughts on it.
Huh. I don't know that.
That's power to the people, but that's a great point. Because right now their mainline runs, you have 7 Bat Family runs going right now, a couple of Supermans, Superboy, Supergirl running,
Mm-hmm.
all of the Justice League members, the Teen Titans run in a Justice Society run, and that's it. And by all of your main Justice League members, I mean you have a Flash run, a Green Lantern run, a Wonder Woman run, and an Aquaman.
And most of them suck.
But even like no Jon Stewart run going when he's got a whole TV show coming
I'm
out.
shocked
No Jon Stewart.
they didn't announce a Mr. Terrific run after how popular he was from Superman 2025. That's one's
They
weird.
did. It was a
Oh, really?
limited series.
Well,
It
still,
was a limited
still,
series. It was like 5 issues.
that's bullshit.
You know?
Like, where's his actual
that's
run?
True, that's true.
I think it's just more the statistic of 1,200 days since an ongoing. Not that the fact that there's not a current one,
1,200 days.
just the fact that it's been over 3 years
Yeah.
since a run
That's-
that wasn't a limited series announcement.
That's
just
almost
like,
4 years. That's crazy.
That is crazy work. The thing is that DC doesn't give any love to anyone but their main 7, and
Which
not
are
even
all
Green
white.
Lantern, their main 6,
Yeah.
who are all white, and then Teen Titans and Justice Society. That's it. That's really all they give love to. And then everyone else, if they are popular in a movie, they give them like a 5 to 12 issue series.
Yeah.
And it's just done for.
Yeah, that's the difference. It's like Marvel's a lot more diverse in their main cast than DC is. Even though Marvel also has a very similar issue. It's like they're a bit more diverse. And then you also had the Marvel Now movement, which still kind of goes. Like Sam Wilson, Captain America, and like other characters that are more diverse that replace a lot of the OGs that are still around.
like Miles too.
Like Miles obviously will never go away. Like he's too big. Like that's the difference. It's like Marvel diversified so much to the point where it did get a bit much. But the good thing is a lot of characters really hit from when they did that. So when they like restructured back to normal,
Mhm.
a lot of those characters stayed, so they have a lot more diverse runs.
Yeah. I saw an argument saying that, like, apparently, like, you could say, like, oh, runs weren't selling for these characters and these characters, that's why they don't get an ongoing. But I think there's also just clearly not an effort to keep trying with some of these characters that are popular, like Cyborg, like Jon Stewart, like Black Lightning, like, honestly, you could make Martian Manhunter and do a whole run there.
Why not a
There's a
Static
lot of
Shock
things you
one?
could do. Exactly. Like, the whole milestone movement could be easily incorporated more into
Yeah.
DC, and it's interesting just because I wasn't on last episode. We were covering current DC comics, and one of the ones you highlighted that you loved was Sojourner in Absolute Green
Yeah,
Lantern, and how great of a lead that she is.
she is.
And I'm not someone that believes in boycotts. I don't think they're very successful. I think people keep trying them and mostly being unsuccessful. But I think power to anyone that doesn't want to, like, buy stuff that's not serving like a certain thing or excluding things. I think that's great. Movements I don't think really work all the time, but I'm glad that this happened because it did, like, bring to light this issue, which is really interesting to know and something that I'm definitely hoping gets fixed. Apparently there's a writer named Stephanie Williams that said there's going to be a big announcement with her and a few other black writers, and then her comment was that, like, people better show the fuck up in the sales.
That's gonna be the big problem. That's the big problem with a lot of movements. And this is sad to say.
It's complaining and then not actually.
They don't actually pull up. It's all internet. Like, it's all on the internet because it's easy to do. It's free to do. You, like, complain, and then you just don't show up. It's like when Dwayne Johnson got Henry Cavill to be in Black Adam, and people were like, "We're gonna be there if Henry Cavill's there," and then just that movie just flopped horribly. And it's like, that's a very specific example, but still, it's like this happens so much that's also why the studios have become a lot more of, like, anti-fan. They've gone too far because you should listen to your fans. The problem is you gotta be selective about what you listen to your fans. You should always listen to what they say, but only take the actual constructive criticism and maybe just not take it, maybe not apply all of it. But still, it's good to listen what your fandom's thinking at the end of the day.
Or even when you get too involved, like James Gunn, it could be
it's detrimental. This,
it's a really tough line to.
Yeah, it's a very difficult game to play.
I just thought it was a really interesting thing that is happening.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be as big as maybe people are reporting it to be. I would just, I'd love to see more black-led ongoings. I think is the big takeaway from it.
I think
to like something that I didn't know.
I think it'll get fixed soon. I don't see DC. I don't see DC keeping that for too long. The comic book space is pretty diverse. Maybe not as much as it would be great to be, but, like, it is a very diverse space. So, like, I don't think this will last much longer. It's ridiculous that it lasted this long. But
DC also needs a more diverse ongoing in terms of characters, because Jalen, like you said, 7 Bat Family runs and a bunch of Super Family runs, and like, dude, what are we doing? There's so much to draw from. Like, there's a mainline Green Lantern run or no?
There is, but it's how.
When Jon Stewart is the face of Green Lantern right now. Just easy.
That's weird. I love Hal, but, like, you should be promoting the fact that Jon's right now the main guy. Plus, during the future, this is a big problem that has happened with comics. They need to be promotional tools, but the fact that they have become that has been a double-edged sword. Because a lot of times now, you're supposed to be creating the next stories that in the 10 more years, those are the stories that are going to get adapted next for those characters. What the fuck is Jon Stewart supposed to adapt in 10 more years? Like, we need more Jon stories. We need more Wonder Woman. We need Batman. Batman has enough. Well, we need more stories for these characters that you're adapting to live action and other mediums. Because if not, we're just going to keep repeating the same stories over and over again.
Yeah, we're at a point where we have just as much media as we do comics, and that they kind of inform the other now instead of, us pulling from the comics directly and the comics doing its own thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting story to kind of to close off today because I do want to see change, and I will report if there's any ongoings that are announced that are cool. I would also just like to get more into DC ongoings, but yeah, I don't want to read 7 Bat Family runs. I'm sorry.
That's
That's you know
it's another thing
we,
of like that whole played out thing of just Batman, 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 Batman. And right now there is a I can even count them all. There's a Batgirl. There's like 2 or 3 Batman runs, one Batgirl, one Nightwing, one Batwoman, and then Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy.
right.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's kind of what highlights what Absolute is so refreshing. It's just because you go to the mainline DC comics and a lot of it's same old, same old.
I mean, that's why
They told
it's so successful.
I saw Batman got a new butler, and they told me Alfred's been dead for 6 years, and I didn't know
Yeah, I
that.
didn't have
Yeah,
no idea.
yeah, but apparently Alfred has been like gone, like just dead and actually staying dead.
They got him, bro.
Apparently, how did we not know about that? I'm not like
I don't
not
know.
plugged
I
in,
mean,
you know.
that's the problem. It's like the ongoing runs are not very successful right now. That's why they're freaking out right now. Comics just keeps going down and down. That's also why Absolute was such a breath of fresh air, and it's doing so on. It's being expanded, and even
Yeah,
Marvel's kind of copying it because that's why they just announced that Midnight label they're doing now. Marvel Midnight.
yeah.
It's because they're trying to also have their own Absolute because comics are struggling right now in new
They are.
runs. A lot of them get horrible reviews. A lot of them are not. And those who, from those who read them, a lot of people just don't even read them anymore. They've given up a lot of like newer
Mm.
comics. So it's like I don't know where we go now. Like it's a very difficult place right now.
I think a really tough point last year is when I saw Hush 2 or H2SH, and I'm like, Jesus, what are we? You
I
know,
can't wait
we
for the
need a little
sequel to the
more.
movie.
We need a little more dignity, guys, than what we're. It's okay. I love a lot of what DC does. It's important to bring up, and I hope some change is brought. But
Yeah.
that should do it for today. Thanks everyone for listening, and next week we're gonna do more Supergirl because it's Supergirl all month long. So see you then.